Have a warm welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. Today we have the second bottle of Glenfarclas from the travel value. It's the 16-year-old 46% ABV, and it costs at Whisky.com €89.90. It's unchill filtered, uncolored, 100% sherry cask matured, and is from the travel value. This all is written on the bottle and on the tube. And the 16-year-old is, well, it lies in between the 15-year-old standard bottling from Glenfarclas and the 17-year-old standard bottling of Glenfarclas. And, well, why the 16-year in between? Well, to have a different one for the travel value, so that the customer of the travel value has some, feeling to get something different over there. The 15-year-old, I think, has 46% ABV. It was directed, I think, to the Asian market in former times, before it became available everywhere. And the 17-year-old is 43% again, or the other way around. I tasted both of them. It's quite a long time ago that I tasted them, but there had been some movement in the ABVs there. So the 16-year-old now is 46%, so you get quite a lot for your money. And in contrast to the 11-year-old I had last week here in my cask, it's only 0.7 liters and not a full liter. So you have to pay more, but you get 5 years more of age, which is roughly 50% more of maturation. And because 60% of maturation comes from the cask, from the taste of the whiskey comes from the cask, 16 years is quite a lot and is really different to an 11-year-old. I will see very soon. The whiskey is unchill filtered, uncolored, and you can see it's darker than the 11-year-old I had on the cask 5 minutes ago, and for you a week ago. So, sherry cask matured, natural color, non-chill filtered. Glenfarclas has a nearly always identical label with different figures on it. And this, I think, and some different colors in the meanwhile. And this I find quite good, because you always find your Glenfarclas on the shelf of a bar, because it's so identical and the writing on the label hasn't changed for decades. So they are established in 1836, so it's 89 years old. Sorry, 100. Yeah, so it's 189 years old, the distillery, and for quite a long time they had the same writing on the label. I think they changed something in the F of the Glenfarclas lettering, but that has been all. Yeah, and they're writing on their label Highland single malt Scotch whisky, even residing in the Speyside. But this was, or the label was designed before the region of the Speyside was established. So it's a Highland whisky. Yeah, very good cork as the other one. Full, fruity, dark fruitiness. Yeah. So here we go. A lot darker than the 11-year-old. More intensity, more oakiness, more spiciness, cinnamon, chocolate. Having 5 more years, nearly 50% more of maturation time, this delivers more into the whiskey from the cask. Sherry, fruitiness, vanilla, caramel, That's the same as the other bottle, but the fruitiness is darker now. There's cinnamon in it, chocolate a little bit in it. Yeah, massive. Cheers. Full, rich, intense, mouth-watering, a lot more than the 11-year-old. Oily, complex fruitiness, hint of sweetness, and then going over into little leather. Not this chair, this is Chinese plastic. And a little oakiness in the back. Still no bitterness. These are not European oak casks, but sherry casks made from American white oak, I would suggest. Or most of the casks used for this bottling. The taste is a lot stronger, more intense, so that the alcohol is completely covered. There's no strength of alcohol present. The aftertaste, a little sweetness, a little sherry note in the aftertaste. Still warming longer than the 11-year-old. That's what I suggest to be a very good whiskey. Very good sherry cask whiskey. Intensity. Very complex taste. Mouth-watering. Cladding your mouth with sherry, with oak, with spiciness. Very good. Yeah. The aftertaste now longer, turning a little bit over to dryness from the sweetness of the taste. There's no sugar in it. No. There's a residue of the sherry from the porous walls in the staves, which deliver a little bit of fruitiness and sweetness to the whiskey. But the sherry is typically Oloroso sherry at Glenfarclas. That does not deliver sweetness. It's completely fermented and should only give fruitiness, not sweetness, but there's a hint of sweetness in it, wherever that comes from. Yeah, very, very good. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you next time.